Hey guys, welcome to JT's Vending Services LLC's YouTube channel. Thank you guys for deciding to check out our video today. Today is June 4th. Just remember, guys, it's June 4th. There's 12 months in a year. 6 months has, I mean, 2024 has came and halfway over. It's already June. Excuse me. So to me, that's, my mind is easily blown, and that just it amazes me every time I realize like how fast time is going. Like time truly waits on no man. My son is finna be 13. My daughter's finna be 3. The new baby will be here in a matter of months, just like that. Whole family of 5. I mean, it's a blessing to grow old and grow wiser each and every day, month, year. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention because it blew my mind. So today is June 4th, and this daily devotional is entitled Recipes for a Great Attitude. I told you guys the last video, our daily devotionals for the month of June will be focused on attitudes and our mood around God and finances and our fellow man. So let's jump right into it. So it says, rather in humility, values others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4. Have you ever had a stinky enough attitude that you didn't even want to be around yourself? A negative Sorry, guys. I had to run off. I almost burnt my quesadilla. Sorry about that. Let's jump back into it. Have you ever had a stinky enough attitude that you didn't even want to be around yourself? A negative, critical, harsh attitude is poison to your relationships and to your soul. Here are some surefire cures to get your thoughts and perspective moving in the right direction. Cure number 1 is smile. Smile more, like I do. I smile all the freaking time. Smile. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Philippians chapter 4, verse 4, if you want to check that out. Number 2, the second cure, is say thank you often and to anyone who does something for you or is kind to you. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. Colossians, I guess it's pronounced Colossians. Yeah, Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. The third surefire way is forgive fast. That's what I'm trying to master myself. I'm on the verge, but that old me that tends to hang on to stuff. So I'm not perfect, but that's what I've been pushing for myself. Because that was my biggest hurdle, was forgiving myself and others. So forgive fast. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Unresolved anger and grudges cause us to hurt others and ourselves. They truly do. I was hurting myself and those who were around me, and I didn't even realize it because I was so caught up in my anger and what John wanted and how I can get the other person back for doing this to me. And I had to, when I yielded my life to Christ, I stopped. Like, not immediately, because nobody's perfect, but I started to forgive myself first. That internal pain and struggle that you don't tell anyone about, but it hurts. And I let it go. I truly put it in God's hands. And he gave me that sense of peace. And I was able to overcome a lot of things about myself that I didn't like, what made me feel inadequate around others and less than. And then it turns into internal anger, then it's outward anger. So it's a whole downward slope. but forgive fast. Number 4 is be proactive. And let us consider how we may spur one another toward love and good deeds. That's in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24, if you want to check that out. How can you bless someone today? So someone had sent me a message on one of the platforms and was like, how do I combat the evil thoughts I've been having? And I couldn't put all of that in there, but for the person who did, I tried to clarify as best I could. There's 3 things that I know to do when I get those thoughts, even today, like even now in my daily life, I get those thoughts, especially when somebody do something to me. One, I pray in my head or quietly, or I talk to God in my head. If I'm, doing something, like if I'm driving in my car by myself, I talk to myself, talk to God. I let it out to Him and why I'm frustrated, so I won't internalize it, and Satan won't be able to use it against me when I give it to God. 2, I think about the things God has blessed me with so far, and 3, I'm proactive. When I get to where I'm going, when I see people, when I interact with people, I'm saying thank you. I'm helping people so they can feel better. I'm helping people. I'm blessing others in any way I can, and it takes those evil thoughts out of my mind, because now my hands are busy helping my fellow man. I've prayed. I've given it to Christ, and I'm being grateful to other people. So those are the 3 things that I would recommend you do, because that's what I do when I have those kind of evil, negative thoughts, because we're human. Most of my life was spent in the world, and my spiritual man is only like two years, maybe 2.5 years old. So a lot of stuff I struggle with, I pray to God about it. And my Lord and Savior, He always comes through. Or when I'm speaking out loud, I like to hear myself talk, obviously, because I do these videos. But when your ears hear what comes out of your mouth, you tend to focus more on that, and you tend to believe it. That's why when people lie, they say those lies out loud, and they believe them because they ears hear what they're saying. So if you give yourself positive reinforcement, and you talk to God out loud, if you can, then it'll all 3 of those together help. But being proactive was definitely like, how can you bless someone today? And I don't go out, extremely like out of my way and late picking up my kids from school and stuff like that to bless someone. But when it comes my way, I just do it without thinking, and it makes me. It's feeding my soul. Then I feel better. And number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is cheer up someone else. Carry each other's burden, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians, with a G, Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Helping someone in need will help you too. That's what I just said. Helping someone, it helps feed that. You're not feeding your flesh. You're feeding your soul. You're feeding that inner part of you. That's why you feel great. When you help someone, you never help someone and go, oh, I'm having a bad day. No, when you help someone, you get a pep in your step. You feel so much better. And you get a burst of, it feels like energy, because you're feeding your soul. That flesh side of you doesn't feel it. It's your inner soul that gets excited. Hey guys, I apologize for interrupting the video you're watching, but I wanted to bring 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7 to you. God loves a cheerful giver. We're here asking that you guys donate into our ASIR program, which is ASIR, meaning a step into reality, and help us continue to go into these low income areas, teaching young men and women how to budget so that when they become old, they won't depart from those ways. Budgeting is a lifelong skill. It's one of those skills that inner city public schools do not teach you. We all know as adults, you get that in private school, but public schools, they don't focus on the financial aspect of children need to learn to survive when they leave high school. So with that being said, we ask that you guys go to our website right up here, and at the very top of the page, you'll see a donate button. Donate whatever your heart leads you to donate, whatever God puts on your heart to give. But we just ask that before you press that donate key, you just do a quick prayer. If you're a Christian, quick prayer asking God to help our ministry move throughout those communities with that need the bigger impact of this financial literacy coaching that we have. Our coaching comes from Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. It comes from the personal finances from the middle school, the elementary, middle school, and high school curriculum. And we teach it from a fully interactive standpoint so that more young men and women can grasp the concept of what we're doing through playing a game and interacting with it, so it'll stick better. So guys, thank you. If God put on your heart to support us, please support us financially if you can. If you can't support us financially, please continue to watch these videos. It helps the algorithm pick us up, and it gets us out to more men and women, so more of the young children that are on social media can see that we're coming to the area as quickly as possible, trying to push financial literacy and help them build that financial aptitude so they won't spend their lives spending all their money to look fake rich and end up real broke. So thank you guys so much for supporting us, and back to the show. Helping someone in need will help you too. Trust me, I do it on a daily basis. It's not hard. People think it's hard, but so I look at doing these YouTube videos. My wife knows every day, every single day, Monday through Friday, I'm focused on delivering daily devotionals with biblical scriptures that help me improve my life. And I do it for you guys, but I do it for myself too. But I know one person, at least one person, is getting some use out of these videos. So therefore, bam, I'm doing it right here. I'm blessing someone, and it helps me feel better. So that's what it's all about as a Christian. So cease, number 6, is rejoice. Your new attitude begins today. So when you do all of those, go back, rewind the video, listen to 1 through 6, 1 through 6, and you can write them down, you can take notes, but just try to do as many as you can for as long as you can. I guarantee you will feel that change. I guarantee you. I feel it. My wife, she was what you call an introvert. Like, she didn't like to talk to people outside of that, her knowing them. Now she speaks to people out in public and out and about and say hello, and so she speaks to people now, mostly because of me. Because anybody make eye contact with me, I go, hey, how are you? Hey, how your day going? And naturally from doing that, when I was in corrections, that actually helped a lot of the inmates, because they always would come back to me and say, hey man, I was having a horrible day, stuck in this cell, I'm locked down 23-1, and you come in whistling, and you come in speaking to everybody in mind, checking on us, seeing how we doing. I said, well, that's my job. He's like, well, it's your job, but how many people do every aspect of their job? I said, well, that's the aspect I like. I like speaking to people. I like being kind to God's other people, and they were like, they just appreciate me just speaking and seeing how they're doing. So that's a part of my life. If you see me in public, I'm definitely, and you make eye contact, I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak first. You ain't got to speak. So anyway, so just rejoice. Your new attitude begins today. Do those. Go back, listen to them. Do those 6 as best you can. I master them. I can do them with the moment I wake up and interact with anybody, including my wife and kids. I'm doing those. So it's just a habit. Anything you do over a period of time, consistently over a period of time, becomes a habit. So I say just try it. If you're having evil thoughts, if you haven't, try any of these and watch your life change. So let's knock out the prayer. Lord, help me to find positivity and celebrate in you each day. May God add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of his word. Thank you guys for rocking with us today. Like I said, everybody has something to complain about. But I choose not to complain. I'm going through the custody stuff. My son is going through teenage stuff, growing up stuff. My 2-year-old is going through 2-year-old stuff. My wife is better at not spending now. She over there making a grilled cheese. You see, I'm gonna burn my quesadilla. But anyway, crap, what was I saying?
That everyone's going through stuff.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thanks. Everyone going through stuff. So just be respectful, guys. Be kind. You don't have to be overly nice. Just be kind, and just know that everyone is struggling. So you have to. I always say, struggling is option. No, sorry. Struggling is a part of life. That's how God designed this world, for us to struggle. But suffering is optional. You don't have to suffer. But struggling is a part of life. So when I'm struggling, I'm going through my thing. I don't walk around head down moping and Some days they get me though. The devil kicked me in the chin and knocked me in the neck, and I drop my head and I pray. I prayed today. Oh, I prayed today when I was working. Today I prayed out loud. I was just talking. People were just looking at me, and I was talking to God. Just pray for my son, my daughter, my wife, and most of all me. I'm the head of the household. Pray for me to lead them in a way so that they can do the thing that they were put here on this earth to do in a way that pleases God and serves as many people in the community as possible. So that's what I pray for me and my family. So I thank you guys so much for rocking with us. I'm finna get down this quesadilla, then I gotta go to bed because it's getting almost late. But my 2-year-old we're trying to get her on a 7:30 sleep schedule. So by the time this new baby get here, we'll have some kind of set routine. So thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Au revoir. A bientôt. À la prochaine.